Alright, hello fun and welcome back to my developer vlog series, where today we're going to be having a look at all the progress I've made in the past 2 weeks on our project, StrateZ. And I gotta say, I am pretty happy with where things currently stand. Now, my big goal over the past 2 weeks was to get a basic functioning version of the game out there for you guys to test and give me feedback, because I could really use some feedback, especially on like weapon and enemy damage balance and things like the cost of buildings and upgrades. I could really use your guys' input on what you think about that stuff, and I was successful in that goal. In the description for this video, there is a link where you guys can download the second beta release. The first beta release actually went to my lovely patrons last week on Patreon. But this week, you guys get this version, which is a little bit more updated than what they were dealing with. And yeah, so I cannot wait to see what you guys think and would love your opinions on what all is going on. So let's take a look at what we do have, though, to show off what all has been done in the past 2 weeks. So rather than being in Unity like we normally are, let's head on down here to StrateZ, where we even have a little crappy icon. It's nothing good. There is a lot of work I still need to do on art assets for this game. But if we open it up, we have our configuration menu. And by far, the worst piece of art I think I have created for this game. It looks like a 5-year-old made it. This is an awful banner, but it gets the point across. StrateZ. The one good thing about this banner is I really do love this font that I found. I'm suddenly forgetting the name of it. I'll put it in a little lower third thing on the video. But yeah, it's a cool, like, zombie post-apocalypse font that works really well. And the larger S and larger Z, which is what I really like having for this because, you know, survivors and zombies, works out pretty well because how the font works is every letter looks capitalized, but the TRATE is actually the lowercase. So the S and the Z are the uppercase ones, and I like how that ends up looking with stuff. But yeah, other than that, this banner is ugly as sin. But let's play the game! And there we go, we have our little splash screen loading in with my logo, and we have our new main menu. You guys may remember last time you did see it, it was just this bit centered in the middle with a black background. I decided to take a chunk of the alpha map and plop it on here so things look a bit more interesting, and we do have these zombies in the idle state down there, so they're just kind of wobbling there as they stand. And, yeah, I really like how this turned out. I'm very happy with it. There are some changes I do plan on making in the future, because right now, with the template that I'm using in the Unity RTS engine, every time I go to, say, like, the campaign mode or the single-player game mode, it's actually an entirely separate scene, and I plan on changing that so that they're all in one scene, and the camera, like, swings between them. And so that you could have a different background scene on each is kind of what I'm hoping for. We'll see if it actually pans out working, but that's the plan. For now, though, it is just this one scene, or well, actually this one background bit in multiple scenes. The campaign is still empty because, of course, I haven't started working on that yet. I'm hoping to, not in this coming 2 weeks, but in the next 2 weeks after that is when I'm hoping to get this started. Now, the multiplayer mode is still one I'm not entirely sure if I want to even have in here yet. The Unity RTS engine can handle multiplayer, but I don't know. That may be a bit too complicated for me with, like, mirror servers and all that stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. It may be a thing in the future. And eventually, I'll also have an options button in here, too. But for right now, we have the single-player game mode, where we have everything set up. I do plan on kind of changing the look of this a bit later on. I'm actually thinking, because like this area really doesn't give me enough room, especially for description and some of the other stuff I want to put in here. So I may have like this panel be the top 2/3 of the screen, and then this panel down here be the bottom third, possibly. Tell me what you guys think. Again, I want opinions on everything. What do you guys think, from how the drop downs work to how the enemies react to everything? I want to know. I need opinions. And yeah, we have, of course, our standard alpha map here that we've been using for a while, but we also have our new Country Road. And I really need to add something in the description for this because I want to have some sort of determinant for size. The alpha map is quite large. I want it to be large because eventually I plan on adding a third faction slot into it so you can have more things on one map. But Country Road is a much smaller map that will only ever have 2 people, and it's meant for a much quicker game. The defeat conditions, we have eliminate all and destroy capital. They're just the standard ones that come with the asset I'm using. I'm probably going to remove destroy capital, though, because frankly, it's a post-apocalyptic zombie game, and that doesn't make sense. Just eliminate all seems to make a lot more sense, so I'm probably going to actually remove this drop-down altogether and just leave it as eliminate all. And then the speed modifier, I'm thinking of maybe adding another one in here. We have normal, fast, which is 2 times speed. What do you guys think? Do you want an even faster speed? Play around with the game and let me know. But yeah, let's select the Country Road. We'll do Survivors there. And we'll change the name to Zombies there. For your guys' reference, in the future, easy is the most balanced at the moment, and even that is kind of a stretch to say balanced. Medium and hard I have worked on, but I've pretty much been working with everything on easy so far, just because I want to get that one sorted first, then work on these more. They all work, but this one works the best. So tell me what you think on all of those, and let's just start into the game. Now, a new thing you'll hear here in a second once we pop in is we got music. Now, if you do need to adjust the music, currently it's in here. We have 2 sliders for music and sound effects. I'm actually going to bring down the sound effects because we do have gun sounds now. Some of them are, though, really loud. I still gotta work on that. But yeah, let's resume there. Get you moving and running around. Turn on God mode to give us some defenses because, well, in a moment while I'm talking, the zombies will probably attack, which, you know, is good that they attack, but alright, there we go. We have 2 entrances into this area through either the gate or through this broken bit of fence, or, of course, around the corner there. But yeah, let's just place a few things in here while I talk. There we go, and another one, like, right there. Perfect! A horrible selection of towers, but they'll shoot. And, ooh boy, I'll let you know, the gun sound for the turrets, by far the loudest of the gun sounds I have right now. Really need to lower that one down. We'll see. Ooh, it actually looks like the zombies may already be on the move to hit me. And here's one of my first problems you guys are going to have to deal with that I'm working on right now, is that you'll notice the zombies are sending in their drones, which they really shouldn't be. They're the workers, and they only left 2 of them, and a new 3rd one, to work, collecting flesh and building additional body piles. But for some reason, they keep sending them into things. Oh, hey, they sent a runner out first. That runner's gonna die. But, yeah, so that's kind of a problem, actually, at the moment. They keep sending their collector unit, which is highly unfortunate. Now, one of the problems I'm working on right now, other than that, is, AI-wise, I cannot for the life of me get the AI to convert mindless shamblers. At least not do it effectively. But one of the things, I mean, you as the player, you can convert shamblers just fine. But the AI can't seem to do it. But thankfully, whenever they pass by shamblers and end up running... Oh, Jesus, yeah, that's loud. Running towards my base, they end up kind of pulling them all with them. So it actually ends out working pretty nicely because you'll have a zombie army coming towards you along with mindless shamblers. So it kind of ends up working because they are using the shamblers, just not well or intentionally. So, yeah. But, all in all... Oh, Jesus, yeah, those ones are real loud. Oh, God. I really need to lower those down. I was hoping to before I got this out, but as hopefully you guys all saw with my tweets and such, I had computer issues, which were unfortunate. Go, gunmen! Shoot them good. There we go. Shoot. Oh, God, I clicked on ground rather than shooting the zombie. There we are. He's dead. And finally, murder the oh, God, we missed one. There we go. They're shooting automatically. But yeah, all in all, things are, for the most part, working. Balance is most certainly still something I'm wanting to work on, and what I would love to get your guys' opinion on as far as unit damage, the cost of things. I'm actually going to send this guy out to die because, of course, last video, one of the key things I was working on was the humans dying and becoming Shambler script, which I did get working for one singular human. Now it works for all of them, and it's actually gone quite nicely. I'm very pleased with how that has turned out. It's becomes quite chaotic. I was actually having a battle the other day where I sent in like 10 people, but they had a huge zombie army already at that point. And yeah, my army got crushed not only because of the large number of zombies, but also because about half the army got turned into Shamblers, and then of course died, and the rest became Shamblers. But there we go, he died, and there's the particle effect, and boom! New zombie. Lovely. I like it, I like it. But yeah, as you can see, this map, though, is quite a small map. Not a whole lot of room between the two armies. My God, they're already sending another attack. And again, they left just 2 guys behind. I mean, I get it. They're wanting to use as many forces as they can, but they really shouldn't be using the drones. Oh well, oh well. Hopefully I'll figure that out over the course of the next 2 weeks here. But yeah, that's really all I'm going to show you on this, because I want you guys to download this and play around with it. Tell me what you think, how the different maps work, how they look so far, how the balance of things is, and just all that sort of stuff, so I can start tweaking the game more and getting it to a better state. Now, as for the things I'm definitely going to be working on over the course of the next 2 weeks is, of course, taking your guys' things and implementing them. But also, I'm definitely going to be adding in Fog of War. I was debating on whether or not to do it this for this particular version, and I decided against it so you guys could see the map and tell me what you think of the look and design of everything. But it will most certainly be added into the next version, as I do really want to have a Fog of War, because it is a post-apocalyptic world that you may not know, so stuff is going to have to be discovered, and you may not know where zombies are coming from, and all that sort of stuff. So that's definitely going to be the major thing I'm going to be working on in these next 2 weeks. I'm hoping to get the attack system fully sorted. It is working, like you just saw on the country roadmap for the most part. They do send zombies to attack, and of course the survivors send their own people to attack zombies. And of course, right now we're playing zombie v zombie. They will eventually send something out to attack me here too. But I do still need to figure out the drone thing. The drone thing. Why? Why do they keep sending the drones? They're not supposed to. But hopefully that'll get sorted. Now, I also, just to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek, if we do exit out of the game entirely back to here, I have been working on another map. I'm not going to show it to you because there's still a lot of work to be done. But I've been working on Harbor Master. It is a map that'll be taking place at a harbor. You probably guessed that by the name. So hopefully by the next version of the game you guys get to try out, there'll be a 3rd map for you to play. And yeah, then we'll move from there. But that is going to be it for this episode, guys. Do check out the download link in the description. It's a pretty small file for any of you who have crappier internet, which I'm surprised by. This whole project file is nearly 2 gigs at this point. But when it goes down to being just the game files here, how big did it end up being? Well, the zip file is only 50. That's what you guys are going to have to download. But the main file here, 160. Yeah, that's not bad at all. I'm shockingly surprised by that. Again, this is nearly 2 gigs. Good times. But yeah, check it out. Tell me what you think. I'd love to get your guys' opinion. And yeah, hopefully you have enjoyed this today, and you do come back for the next when we'll have our next lovely update. But until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.